All right, welcome to another edition of Youth Unplugged. So, with that and understanding that you have to share this, how do you share your experience with your peers, people of your age?
Honestly, I don't do it in such an aggressive way because I feel like when people are evangelizing, it's almost like it's this or you go to hell sort of situation. So with me, I always make it seem like you should be happy to do it, you should want to do it sort of thing, and I never want to put pressure on anybody because I was never pressured. Although my parents are pastors, they never made me feel less than when I wasn't at a certain place or something like that, so I would never want to do that to anybody else. Also, I also, like, if somebody comes to me for advice or something, I recommend them to pray about it before acting on it or something like that. So yeah.
All right, so now tell us that how you got, you talked about a youth church.
Yeah.
How did you get to that? How did you know about that youth church?
So I was walking in Leeds, and I was actually really upset that day because I didn't want to go to church and all of that stuff, but I still went to church. And then I was walking down and somebody approached me. Two girls approached me, and I was just like, yeah, girls. And they were just like, hi, what's your name? I wasn't really like intimidated or anything. I could tell that they were older than me, but I wasn't intimidated. So they just kept speaking to me, wanting to like obviously get to small talk sort of. And then they were like, there's this youth church just down the road. It would be good if you can come, blah blah. And then we exchanged numbers, and from there they kept like seeing how I was throughout the week and seeing if I was okay before I wanted to come. And they never put any pressure on me to make me feel like you have to come or this and that. Initially, they didn't actually tell me that it was actually a church. They just told me that it was a youth place, but I still like enjoyed it when I went, which is why I stayed.
Beautiful. What does that tell us? At your age, you can still evangelize. That may be a big word or a kind of spiritual or religious word, but the fact is you can share the gospel. These girls were how old?
I think like 16 and 18.
16, and they had the courage, the boldness, the confidence to approach someone that they have never met, they have never seen, to say, come join us with this. You can do that as well. Even you don't have to become a pastor to be able to share that with you. Would you also think of other ways? Okay, let's go to other cultures. How do you think we can win the whites?
Honestly,
yeah, of your age. How do you think, for example, in your class, if you say, okay, let me think of how can I talk to him or her about Jesus? Let's think it together. Let's
you definitely have to incorporate not necessarily worldly values, but more so worldly terms, because that's what they recognize, that's what they are familiar with. So if you like go in the, like, for example, refer to the Bible, but with whites, all they know is the contradictory part or the bad part.
All they know is the contradictory parts of the Bible.
Yeah. So
or what they think is contradictory. Let me correct that. What they think is contradictory. Go on.
So if you show them like a different side of it, something that they'll want to see, because there's obviously parts of the Bible that they'd want to see but they haven't explored yet. If they can reach that part, then they would be definitely interested, I think. So yeah.